mamas. How are we? Happy hump day! Back for our weekly master classes. So, hope everyone is having an amazing Wednesday. I want to do a huge shout out, Jessica, watching you get your posts in and everything that you are doing today. You're doing amazing with your challenge. I love it. Keep up the awesome work. You're getting your steps in, you're focusing on your challenges each week and nailing it. And Jennifer, you're rocking it as well. So love to keep seeing your guys' posts in there to keep you on track. And I want to celebrate everybody else who is there, who's out showing up for themselves, who's gotten their movement in today, who have made healthier choices to move them forward on their goals. So a huge shout out to each of you mamas. You're amazing. You have big, big jobs every single day. And for you to take that time for you to be able to fuel yourself and to feed your spirit each day so you can show up more fully. So awesome, awesome, awesome. And I'm super stoked for today because we are talking about one juicy subject, self-sabotage, right? Who has done this? I think every single one of us has. And it's something that we're not always aware of. And so I wanted to bring a little bit more light to the subject and really what it looks like, give you some real life examples, and give you three top pointers to be aware of that you can utilize in your own life to be able to recognize when you are self-sabotaging and steps to undo that and stop it. So juicy topic today. Let me know as you tune in. Say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're watching replay, please put hashtag replay so I know you've jumped on. And we're going to get into this. So you might want a piece of paper and a pen to take down some notes because like I said, it's going to be a juicy one today. So self-sabotage. So really, what is that, right? It's when we get in our own way and stop ourselves from achieving the goal or desire that we have. We take actions that hinder us, that keep us stuck. So, and we're not consciously doing this. This is usually a subconscious thing that we're doing, not aware of the action we're actually taking that is holding us back because we were operating more from a habitual place versus a conscious place. I think it's the research shows like 95% of the things that we do are subconscious, they're habitual. So in order to change that, we have to change our habits, right? And start practicing a new, healthier habit so we're not self-sabotaging. So we're going to walk through this, and I want to give a real life scenario. So there's a girl, we're going to call her Sarah. So if any Sarahs are watching, this is not about you, love. So there's a girl about Sarah. So Sarah wants to lose 20 pounds and fit back into her favorite pair of jeans, and that have been in her closet waiting for her, right? She sees them every day. She just really wants to be in them. You know, she kind of is like, oh, I know I can do it. And then the other part of her is like, you're never going to fit in those again, girl. You know, are you sure you really should keep those? You should just give them away, you know. So she has this war going on in her head. Part of her is on board. The other part of her is trying to hold her back and keep her where is she's used to, right? Keeping her stuck. Well, she commits to exercising and eating better. A weekend, she still can't fit into her jeans and starts doubting, what she's doing, it's not working. You know, that doubt starts to fester. She's looking in the mirror instead of celebrating her commitment to take action to better her health, like showing up and going to the gym and making better food choices. She starts picking apart her body. She's pointing out to herself what's not working. Now, mind you, she's just a week in, right? She's thinking that she should be further along and has this idea in her head what she should look like by now after a week of putting in some effort. So a week goes by, and slowly she starts reverting back to her old eating habits. The gym, she not only goes half the time she says she will, something always seems to come up. Before much longer, she's feeling low self-esteem. Her pants are even tighter now that she's wearing, and she wonders if she'll ever lose the weight. So how does this story make you feel in your body? So think about this. If this is you, if this can resonate with you, or as I was telling this story, like what were you feeling in your body? You were like, oh man, you know, were your shoulders kind of rounded? Did you feel kind of low? You know, or did you feel excited and joy-filled, you know, about what Sarah was quote unquote accomplishing or not accomplishing? So if we talk, you know, how we talk to ourselves has a power of life, you know, not just for ourselves, but those around us. But it's so important about how we speak to ourselves. And when we have like these goals and we want to get in better shape and put our favorite pair of jeans back on and wear these clothes that we have in our closet we love, but we can't fit anymore. Maybe it's, you know, they call it the COVID-20. No. So if we've made those habitual habits, right, the habitual actions that have gotten us to where we are not fitting in our clothes, we're not feeling good in our body, we are low on energy, but yet we made the conscious decision now to change that. When you start trying to make changes, your body, for one, is like, what are you doing? Two, your brain, your subconscious brain is like, oh wait, something's happening here. I'm no longer at homeostasis. Something's changing. I want to get back to that homeostasis because I'm used to being here. I'm not used to living up here in this higher space, right? This more energetic space. So your subconscious tends to try to bring you back down here to make you balance because this is what you're used to. So that self-sabotage then will come in and you'll start reverting back maybe to some old habits like our character Sarah did, or maybe you're going back to late night eating and snacking excessively between meals and having less nutritious food, right? Going out to eat more often. Or maybe you're skipping the gym or breaking your promise to yourself about showing up and doing activities or going for that walk or getting that water in. So when you start with a goal, know that things are going to come up. They're going to try to keep you from achieving those goals. And one way that you're able to combat that is to be aware of it, for one, and two, being more aware of your self-talk. Okay, our self-talk is key because it has the power of life and death in the tongue. So what you speak to yourself and to others has the power to uplift or to tear down. So we'll take Sarah again, for example, here, committing to herself to show up to lose those 20 pounds to fit back in those jeans. Was that a big enough why? For one, because she reverted back real quickly to doing old habits after a week and a half of not seeing quote unquote results and fitting into her jeans. Now, what if Sarah took a different approach and maybe Sarah committed to losing those 20 pounds, fitting back into her favorite cute pair of jeans, and she committed to, again, going to the gym, eating better, getting more water in, and she had an accountability partner. After a week, she looks in the mirror. She doesn't see any physical changes, but she recognizes she has more energy. She feels better eating the types of food she's doing. She knows this is going to take some time because it took her time to add on those 20 pounds. Okay, and then she recommits to herself that she's going to show up. She's going to get her workouts in. She's going to get her water in. She's going to continue to make good eating habits. And if she feels she needs help, she's going to reach out to her accountability partner. Now, how does that feel when you hear that? So if we took that perspective of reaffirming what's happening and what you're going to achieve, you are less likely to self-sabotage because you're affirming and talking to yourself as if you've already accomplished it and you're going to accomplish it. So that's really key here is, again, your self-talk. So I have my notes here. I'll make sure I'm going off track a little bit here. So when we get the habit of speaking negatively to ourselves, it then spirals into taking actions that go against what you're wanting to achieve, right? So if you're looking in the mirror and you're like, oh my gosh, my arms are so big, and how come I have this shelf, and my boobs are sagging and my pants are still tight, that is tearing yourself down. Instead, I encourage you to look in the mirror and look at what is going well, that you are getting stronger, you're feeling stronger, you're moving your body, you feel more limber, that you see how taking in more water has helped your complexion. Like, it's really coming down to those small things that over time compound and make it much bigger and a bigger impact, not just physically, but your emotional and spiritual state as well. So our emotions drive a lot of our actions, especially women. We are emotional creatures. So our emotions really help fuel us either positively or negatively. So we want to make sure that if we're going for a goal, really getting that big why, and that why really encompasses how you want to feel, right? An emotion. And when you feel into that emotional response that you're wanting to have when you achieve this, that is what you tune into every day, and that emotion, and take actions that elicit that emotion, because that will bring what you want into reality so much quicker. So same thing. So one, we want to talk about, like, if you're wanting to lose weight, you want to lean down or commit to healthier eating habits or anything else in your life, there's a level of commitment that has to come in with action that has to take place that moves you forward to achieve your goals. So how do you spot when you're self-sabotaging your success? So point one, or step one, which you can take notes here, is that notice any negative language. Don't, can't, too busy, no time, lazy, fat, too hard, stupid, bad, etc. You get it. Negative language when you're referring to yourself or any actions that you're taking or wanting to take. So if you're saying, oh, that's just too hard, I can't do that. Did that uplift you? Did that help you move forward, or does that tearing you down? That is tearing you down. You can replace that with, oh, that's interesting. You know what? I'm going to try that and see how I do. Okay, you may not know if you can do it, but you're willing to try, right? You're showing up for yourself and you're living in that place of confidence in knowing that you can try and do it. If it doesn't work, hey, it doesn't work, but you tried. So watching your language is imperative. That's first step to find out if you're self-sabotaging. Because if you're talking negatively to yourself, I can guarantee you that you're also not taking action that is moving you forward in your goal. Okay, you're stuck, you're holding yourself back. So if you need support in that area, I encourage you to go listen to last week's mini training on motivation. You have some good key points there that you can apply right away. Some really good nuggets in there. So I encourage you to go back and go watch that one under the free trainings and guides. So, you know, an example of talking again positively to yourself is like, I'm so excited for the healthy swap I made at lunch today. My body really enjoyed that food. How does that sound versus, oh, you know what, I better eat a salad because if not, you know, I'm just going to gain weight. Which one sounds better to you? Which one feels better in your body? Okay, positive affirmations and positive language is going to elicit more positivity in your life. Okay, so awareness is the first step in making a shift. So notice, become aware of any negative language and self-talk. Step 2 is the power of self-talk. So speaking positively to yourself increases your confidence. It makes you feel more capable and driven to take the necessary actions needed. You become your own cheerleader. Okay, so reaffirming what you're wanting to accomplish is going to help you, again, bring that into your life. Be, do, have. I've talked about this concept a few times when I take my personal clients through coaching. We go over this concept in depth because it's so powerful and it really ties into, again, your why. Be the person who takes the action that has the end result. So what does that look like? So basically acting as if, right? So if you want to be the person who fits in those jeans and you feel good, you look good, you feel strong, be that person now. Be that version of you now. What is she doing? What steps does she take each day to feel this way, to look this way? And you take those actions. Be, do, have. Okay, fast way. And you focus in on, visualize, meditate on, which just means think on, focus on that feeling and what you're going to feel, look, act like, and that will bring that into your reality so much quicker because your subconscious mind is going to be working overtime to bring that into your reality, okay? So key word is focus on self-talk. Encourage yourself. No one else, if you have nobody else around that's doing that for you, you make sure you're doing it yourself. Write little sticky notes on your bathroom mirror. Put it in your phone. Speak positive, talk to yourself every single day. So be aware first of how you're talking to yourself. If there's negativity in there or you're tearing yourself down, replace that with positive self-talk. Even if it's, I'm learning to love myself. I am learning how to eat better. I am learning how to move my body in a way that feels good. Okay, you may not have achieved that yet, and you're not quite sure maybe how yet, but you're on that path. You know, you can frame it in a way that feels good to you, okay? And the third point or the third step is reducing self-sabotage. So one way is to stay focused on your goals. I mentioned that a little bit earlier. Have a big enough why and review it daily. Put emotion behind it, the feelings that you want. Because it's not the thing, just the jeans. You want to fit these jeans like, you know, our character Sarah did. It's the feeling that she's after of what it's going to be like fitting into those jeans. It's not the physical item or your physical body. It's the feeling that you're after and that emotion. So you can create that now, and that allows you to bring more of that into your life. So focus on the goals, focus in on that big why you're on this journey in the first place. Why do you want to get healthier? Why do you want to get stronger and more fit? What's that big why? And I guarantee it's not surface. You need to dig deep and put that why up somewhere where you review it daily, visualize it as being done, and speak positively to yourself to have it happen. 2, I would encourage you to write out 3 to 4 affirmations that affirm what you are achieving. Read them daily. Okay, so if you're wanting to fit in those jeans, maybe you'll say, I just love the way my favorite skinny jeans fit on my body. My butt looks great. I feel so good and confident. You know, I love moving my body. I love how my body's letting go of the excess fat that I don't need. I feel so strong. You know, things that speak to you that are going to help you move forward and be confident and feel encouraged. Okay. And the third thing that you can do here with reducing self-sabotage is something that's it could be very challenging. Now, it's something that one of my personal coaches, my business coaches, had encouraged us to do, and it does make a big difference, and it can be very make you feel very vulnerable. And it's speaking your affirmations to yourself while making eye contact in the mirror. Okay, so that's another big, powerful way, because you're really, again, becoming very intimate with yourself. You're really talking to that deep inner self. Okay, so there's so much power in positive self-talk and affirmations that which you can achieve. So it brings you that desire into reality so much quicker when you're focusing in on what you're wanting to achieve. Okay, remember, you choose what you choose to focus on expands. So if you choose negativity and negative self-talk, you get more of the same. You get more negativity in your life, right? And more negative self-talk. So that leads me into, ladies, what we're chatting about and going to be focusing in on May. So next week, what's today? Today's Wednesday. Next week, Monday, May 10th, we are going to start a new challenge. It's going to be, we usually do 5-day challenges here. We're going to do a 7-day challenge. And this kind of really ties into the whole self-sabotage and the power of self-talk. We're going to do an affirmation challenge. So this is really going to focus on having positive self-talk and positivity that you're feeding into your body, into your spirit, into your mind, and you're focusing in on that so you can bring more of that into your life. So I want you to pick one main goal. One main goal, I don't care how big or small it is, one goal that you want to accomplish and be focusing in on. And I want you to write 3 to 4 positive affirmations that affirm what you're achieving. Okay, so what you can think about is there areas that are challenging for you to achieve this goal, and then affirm these challenges, what you want to have happen. Like, I want to get up and move my body more. I enjoy finding workouts that I love doing. I love preparing food that makes my body feel good. So again, think about those areas that are challenging for you, and then create an affirmation statement of how you're achieving that and the way it makes you feel. So with this challenge, I will be sending out universal affirmations. So if you want in on the challenge, make sure you comment below in the thread affirmations, and then I will message each of you, and I will get emails if I don't already have them, and I will send out a Google Doc that has, I think it's 4 or 5 I have on there, universal affirmations. Now, if you're going to take it up a notch and do the mirror exercise where you speak your affirmations directly to yourself in your mirror, or whether it's your rear view mirror in your car, if you don't want to be around people, I don't care. As long as you're looking at yourself eye to eye and speaking these, I want you to put mirror. I want you to comment mirror if you're going to take it up a notch. And I guarantee you'll move things a lot quicker. You might release some emotions. You might find yourself crying or laughing or giggling. So it's all normal. But doing these affirmations and making that eye contact is really going to solidify in your subconscious mind, in your heart, in your spirit. And you'll also find yourself speaking other affirmations that just come to you. So knowing that the Holy Spirit's there and speaking truth and life into you. So when you really open yourself up to that place of vulnerability, you're allowing the Holy Spirit to work in and through you, and let Him be able to tell you what He sees and is affirming in you. So if you're in for this, put affirmations down. If you're going to do the mirror exercise on top of this, put mirror down so I know who's all in for my mirror challenge. And then again, you'll have 3 to 4 from me of universal ones. And I want you to do another at least 2 to 3 of your own affirmations that are created around this one goal that you're going to focus on, okay, until it's achieved. So if you need any support in that, make sure you speak up. We have our 6-week Jumpstart Challenge that's going on right now. You can come in at any time and do another 6 weeks. So I'm going to leave this open for right now, the 6-week challenge. And depending on what I feel that the participants need, we'll either have a hard shut off, and then we'll have to wait, and I'll open a wait list until I run it again, or we might have it as an ongoing challenge for those of you that want to do it. So you can come in at any time, not have to wait. So I'm just making sure I'm going with what I feel called to do so I can help each of you that are needing that help. So I want you to focus on one, if you're going to do the affirmation, post it. If you're doing the mirror exercises, put mirror in there as well. And then I'll reach out to each of you that has affirmations listed, and then we will get that challenge started. And we'll do a separate post as well in the group of announcing the challenge so everybody's able to see it if you were able to jump on this live or watch the replay. And then we'll get started. So Monday, May 10th, we'll be doing that positive self-talk affirmation challenge. Okay? I'm super excited. Thank you guys all here. I love it. And Jessica, thank you for jumping on. Jennifer, thank you for jumping on live, ladies. So happy to have you here. Awesome. I love it. So if you need me, let me know, and I will see you all in the group.